Hey, what's up everyone, it's Quan, and today is a pretty special occasion for me because I will be unlocking my 300 car in Asphalt Legends, the Mercedes-Benz C11. And by unlocking this 300 car, I also got myself to garage level 60. What a monumental achievement for someone who has spent nothing onto this game. I finally got it. I finally got to the final garage level in this game. And yeah, let's just claim this premium multi-pack real quick and see what I get from here. Okay, trick coins again. More trick coins. Oh, okay, I'll take a variant blueprint. It's better than nothing, honestly. But yeah, with me getting to garage level 60, let's have a look at my garage. But if you've been watching me for quite a while now, you might be asking, Quan, that wasn't your 300 car, was it? I know that you have the prototype Faraday, and that does count to the car count, and it's not a car that other people would have. And yes, that's true. I still have the prototype Faraday. Even though it's not accessible anymore, I still have it, and it does count to the car count. And so that wasn't my 300 car. The 300 car that I'll be getting is the 917 Living Legend that I will be getting in a few weeks. Okay, so it's 42 after midnight. Right now, like I'm not even like looking at patch notes or anything. I'm just like recording this fucking video because I was supposed to be recording this last Sunday. Yeah, but then I was like so busy. I was like very busy with like uni stuff, and then like again, I just didn't really have much time to like actually record. So I finally found some time, and it's like so fucking late into the night. Yeah. It's been 21 days since I unlocked the C11, which is like my quote-unquote 300 car, even though I don't really count it as such because, like again, like I said, I have the prototype Faraday FF01. So, I technically only have 299 cars, and what's my 300 car gonna be? It's the Porsche 917 Living Legend. It's a pretty fitting car to be my 300 car, like Living Legend and stuff. It's pretty cool. What's not cool though is that this car, like you know how it's supposed to have this fan at the back, like it's supposed to have this fan at the back, but unfortunately it doesn't spin, so it's a little bit less cool now, unfortunately. But it's still a pretty cool car to have as my 300th car regardless. And yeah, this is a moment where I finally reached garage level 60 300 cars in Asphalt Legends. Honestly, quite insane that I've managed to get this far into the game now. And there's a lot that I do want to talk about. This video is mostly gonna be just like pure yapping. I won't do too many edits and stuff. Like normally I would just do quite a bit of edits in my patch notes videos, but truth to be told, I do want to keep this video like as pure as possible. If I do some edits, it's because like I cut out parts that were not needed, or when I started way too much. So yeah, this will be a more pure yapping session for you guys to enjoy. If you do enjoy my voice, if you want more edits, then I'm sorry. You will have to wait for the next patch notes video for you to enjoy the random edits that will just pop out in the video. So yeah, this is my 300th car, and I will just take a screenshot of it real quick. And yeah, with that said, I will actually have a look at my garage now, and yeah, the event's just gone. But yeah, now with garage level 60 and 300 cars, that's a pretty insane achievement. Yeah, without spending any real money into this game. So I will be going through this garage, and mostly we'll look at what I had after Unite, because like before Unite, my progress was okay, but then ever since Unite until now, it has been on a whole different level, and I will talk more about it at the end of this video. But first, let's have a look at this garage right here. Again, 300 cars that you guys will be seeing, and garage was 60. Oh, of course, I mean, this is not part of like the Unite stuff, but I have a stock Leaf Nismo RC, and it will stay stock forever. I'm sorry. But yeah, 14 out of 15. I mean, it's fine because like I do not want this as my 300 car. I really do not want this as my 300 car, so it can stay locked, I guess. But yeah, D-Class, it's looking pretty alright to be honest, but the biggest difference though is the amount of gold cars that I have in the later sections like this. For example, the Civic Type R, after Unite, I go to after Unite, 370Z Neon Edition, go to after Unite, and goes to Praga R1, thanks to those like epic wall cards for D-Class that I keep getting from like top 1000 or top 500 MP1. The Huracan SC is finally gold after the anniversary spotlight, and same goes to the Mustang Mach-E 1400 after it got refeatured again in the Pininfarina B95 special event. Of course, there are other cars that I can gold. For example, the Geo Super Racing Concept. I do have all epics for it. Volkswagen IDR, I have 7 out of 8 epics for it. But again, because of like the Leica credits and because like these cars are not really needed anywhere right now, that's why I'm not golding them yet. Yeah, that's my D-Class. I would say it's pretty solid. I mean, of course, there are cars that I still want to upgrade. For example, like the Chimera Evo 37. I can also gold this car because I do have like a bunch of epic wild cars lying around, but it's not really needed to be honest. But yeah, that's the D-Class stuff. And coming to the C-Class cars, it starts off kind of the same with like random cars not being gold. Yes, I do not have a gold SRT8. You can laugh at my account however you want, but for my C-Class, I'm also pretty happy with it. Like, of course, there are things that can be done. Like, I mean, that could have been done. For example, like this, I did not want to play the car hunt for this because I don't know, man. Like, I just lost the ability to play car hunts properly. Like before Unite, right? I could do like pretty much every single car hunt, right? If they required like 160 blueprints, I can just grind it, watch a shit ton of ads, and then like drop some tokens onto like ticket refills, and then I can still fully complete the car hunt. But ever since Unite till now, I just suddenly like lost the ability to actually do the car hunts. So there are some cars that I do wish that I could have gotten like more progress on it if I did the hunts more, well, properly. Right? But it is what it is. There are things that I can do and there are things that I still cannot do. Like I could not just like try and min-max everything that I can in this game. Even though I attempt to, I try to be like as optimal as possible. I just couldn't like grind everything like I wanted to. So there are still some random stuff, for example like this car right here, that is obviously not maxed out. But yeah, overall, I am still pretty happy with my C-Class. This section right here has gotten a lot better. The ZGT4, I actually need 4 epics to gold, which I can just upgrade it and then use my epic wall cars on it. But once again, there's not really much of a point, so it's just staying there for now. But I'm very happy with this section right here. It looks very nice, honestly. Most recent that got gold out of the bunch is the 296 GTB, thanks to the special event that I got last season, so I do appreciate that. And yeah, overall, again, I do like this C-Class selections that I have right here. Moving on to B-Class, starts off even worse. I still don't have this car. Like, I mean, I get that it is not really featured properly. It's only used as a support for like a special event, and of course like it's not really worth it to just dump tokens for you to like unlock this one random ass low-end B-Class car, right? But I don't know, man. It feels weird not having a low-end car like this. Yeah, B-Class starts off a little bit worse. and it slowly gets better. Also, I do want to talk about this. My progression with these 4-star B classes have been pretty good. A lot of these like older Legend Pass cars, right? A lot of these older Legend Pass cars have gotten a lot of I had like a lot of opportunities to get them. For example, the M4 GT3 was a Legend Pass car, and then it got featured in the multiplayer rewards, so I just maxed it from there. And then it also had a card later, so I upgraded it to like 3-star upgrades, and I did manage to get top 1% with these 3-star upgrades. So I just did not really have to like go further than that, and I just kept it there, but it's maxed. The Valor, again, like I kind of regret not doing the hunt for this, but then again, I just don't really feel like doing the hunt for it. So I did have to spend some tokens onto the car during the Yesco Absolute Special event, because like it was a required support car and you did have to 100% the special event. So I did still have to spend some tokens onto it, but it did result in me getting like some highlights out of the pack opening session. That is 0 for the Drokuma. What? What the hell? If you guys want to see that, I will link the full stream of the pack opening in the description. If you guys do want to like rewatch that moment. Yeah, it was like a pretty insane pack opening session. It was pretty much like my biggest pack opening session ever, because like that's one of the only times where I actually had more than 100,000 tokens. Like yeah, I don't really have that many tokens. That's because like I keep spending on it, but I do plan it out carefully. Like I try my best to not overspend on anything. I still try to keep a relatively safe amount of tokens for me to prepare for something that might arrive in the future. For example, the next update, there will be the Summer Burst Speed. What if it will have cars that I want, right? I will still have to keep a relatively safe amount of tokens to begin with. But yeah, same goes to the other 4-star B-Class car next to it that I did max recently, the Huracan SDO. Thanks to it having a feature in the Maserati SC20 Starway, which somehow had 20% drop rate packs. Like it's a rare thing nowadays because like all the packs have been nerfed to 15% drop rates, like all those multi-packs. And that it only cost us 600 tokens. So I just literally just went for those packs and got the car maxed out for pretty cheap, and it was also used in the Icon Volcano Spider special event. So it wasn't I would say it's not a waste, because it did get me a little bit more in return compared to me not going for it. And I still do have tokens left by this point. But yeah, coming to the next sections, this thing right here, it's kind of funny because like I did manage to unlock the car during the Crystal Spotlight, right? But then how do I have a star for it randomly? That's because like the Porsche 911 50 years. Oh, I forgot to show you this as well. 37 out of 38. This sucks. But yeah, the car for this, I think, which season was it? I think I kind of forgot at this point. But the car hunt for this, at first it got bugged because like Gameloft just somehow mistakes the car names all the time. So it actually gave up the blueprints for the 911 Turbo 50 years. So I just did that hunt until it got fixed, and it just gave me enough blueprints to 2-star it. I'm just keeping it there for now though. But yeah, also ever since Unite until now, there have been like a lot of these like Lego cars. Of course, the Corvette Stingray, like the Lego Corvette Stingray, is the easiest one to get out of the bunch because it has like its own collector hunt with a lot of packs and higher drop rates than a normal car hunt. It was also pretty good for credits farming as well, like AFK credits farming and stuff. It was a pretty nice event for me to get another free gold car and some more free resources. And yeah, another thing that I do want to go into is this thing right here, the Formula E Gen 3 Evo Championship Edition. Now, I did say that I would want to like not overspend on anything, right? But like I said, I could not just min-max every single opportunity in the game. There are sometimes the intrusive thoughts get ahead of me. This is one of those times where, if you remember last year when there was like the time limited event for the Formula E Gen 3 Evo, right? where only the top 50 gets a guaranteed key for it. It's like I was afraid that I would not be able to like guarantee myself a key or even get myself a key in those like future events, right? So I spent like 5,000 tokens on refills. I spent 5,000 tokens on refills. I never said this to anyone, but I mean, there's nowhere else to really say it other than now, because like I'm just reflecting on my progression in this game in like the past 2 years or so. I did spend 5,000 tokens onto like ticket refills and also fuel refills, because like I got very impatient. I could not just like watch ads, and sometimes the ads like do run out as well for the tickets at least. So it was like frustrating, and I still did not get top 50. But then later on, I did get the key for this car either way, like from like even if I didn't get it like from those packs, which I did get it from, I did still win the GP. So like those 5,000 tokens just went to complete waste for no reason. I could have 5,000 more tokens right now, but I don't, because I spent on the TLE. Yeah, those are one of like the moments where my intrusive thoughts just get the better of me, but that also shows that even with some mistakes in your account, you can still progress, like by quite a bit. I did a lot of mistakes during my almost 7 years of playing Asphalt Legends now. Wow, it's almost 7 years, goddamn. But I clearly have done a lot of mistakes. For example, like I missed out on a bunch of like free events. For example, the Batista special event back in like 2019 or like early 2020, I forgot. I think it was 2019. Drymac C2 Draft Syndicate 2, right? It's called the Nivera now. And I also missed out on that because I jumped onto the bandwagon of people saying Drive Syndicate equals bad. Like from DS1, it was like so hated that I just like, nah, fuck it. It's probably just another like pay to win event. And then I found out that it was not pay to win at all. You could actually get a 3-star Nivera for free in that Drive Syndicate. But by the time I found out about it, it was already way too late. I could not do the Drive Syndicate anymore, which is a very unfortunate thing. But slowly, throughout the years, of course, tokens had to be spent, and some progress I did miss out on by quite a lot. Actually, it's not even a bit, by quite a lot. It's like, if I didn't miss out on those events, I could have gotten Garage Level 60, like at least a few months earlier than this. But it is what it is. I can't really just 100% everything. And this just shows that even with like those mistakes, you can still progress a lot in this game. Also, speaking of like mistakes, here's a car that I got thanks to a mistake from Gameloft. And by that I mean they accidentally made the packs for this car available for like a solid 5 minutes. It was also cheap. This car also had like those weird 350 token packs that gives you like 5 packs, right? Because of that, I also just spent on this car, and I do have it. I don't even use the car. I don't even upgrade the car. It's just nice to have, because like this was also one of the cars that I had back in Asphalt 8 that I did use quite often as well. So it's kind of nice to just, yeah, like race with it like once in a while, just to feel a little bit nostalgic or something. But yeah. And of course, again, 300 car. Actually, there's one thing I do want to talk about, and it's like my milestone cars. I'll talk about it after I'm done with like showing all of my garage, but yeah, I'll talk about it later. This is unfortunate because like this is one of the only GPs I've lost in the recent times. So I've lost only 3 Grand Prix ever since Unite until now. First is the Chimera Evo 37 Grand Prix, because like I went into a lobby that was like way too difficult, and even though I 3-starred the car, everyone else just fucking 4-starred and 5-starred the car, and they were also skilled, so I could not get the key in that GP. The second GP that I lost is for the Frangivento GT65, which again, I went into a pretty hard lobby for whatever reason. For some reason, people actually spent on this car. So I was in tier 2 with my 1-star car, and I had to go against 2 3-star cars. and 2 5-star cars. Yes, they fucking maxed out this car. And because of that, I placed 5th in tier 2, and with how this game just treats me throughout these years, I obviously did not get any key from those packs in 5th place in tier 2. So that's the second GP that I lost. And the third one is this. You know why I lost this fucking Grand Prix? I forgot to play 2 rounds. And of course, in classic Grand Prix fashion for my account, I obviously did not get the key for the car. Such nice memories, holy shit. But yeah, other than that, there have been more cars that I did manage to gold ever since Unite until now. For example, the Lamborghini Invincible. I did get this car at 1 star before because like it had the seasonal token packs. So it wasn't really like Legend Pass exclusive. Even though it was a Legend Pass car, I did still get it for free thanks to the seasonal tokens packs. But then it got featured in the best event. Let's just say it's the best event from, let's just say pretty much the start, because like it just gave you shit ton of free cars, right? The Easter Spotlight, free gold Sheeran Persport, which is like a 6-star S-Class car. I 4-starred the Nino Farina. I didn't manage to 6-star it. That's also because like I did not spend on any refreshes. That was one of the very good things about that event, is that you did not have to like spend on any refreshes for you to gold the Sheeran Persport. And also from that event, I did manage to just straight up gold the Invincible and also the Porsche Missionar. So yeah, it was a very good event for sure. Also for this car, I golded it from the first Hololive Spotlight, which is again after Unite. This is one of those cars that got gatekept for years alongside the Huracan SCE and the Lamborghini SE18. It got featured in the 20th anniversary Spotlight, and it was a free key at the end of the free pass, and of course I did manage to get it. So yeah, it took a while, but I am glad that I finally have this car after like years of waiting, because like I did lose the first GP. I think I got like 16th out of 20 in tier 1 for that Grand Prix, and of course I did not get any key from the packs either. But yeah, for B-Class, also after Unite, right, I did max out a lot more cars up here. Like I did max out a lot more cars up here. The Avaya is maxed after like, I think it was like some sort of Spotlight. I forgot like what it is, or like some other event, but it's maxed. The GT Mark IV, which is a car added as an exclusive multiplayer car, I also maxed it after playing multiplayer and also the Stars and Stripes Spotlight last year. The Huayra R I managed to max and then gold. Did I manage to gold it in the debut special event, or did I gold it later? No, not the debut special event, like the special event that got the rerun special event at the start of Unite. I don't remember if I managed to gold the car from that, but I do remember that I did max the car from that. Also, the Revuelto was featured in the Sonic Spotlight, which is also why I have pretty much like one of the rarest decals in the entire game. So the lore behind this was that I actually got gifted the Sonic liveries, right? I actually got gifted those. Like I did not spend any money. This video still holds true until now. I did not spend any real money until this game, but I actually got gifted these. And so now I have like pretty much one of the rarest decals in the entire game. Because like just 1 week, just one single week after the Spotlight was out, Lamborghini apparently did not like it at all. And they requested Gameloft to take the decal bundle down. So you could not purchase this decal anymore. So it stays pretty rare, honestly. It's something pretty nice to have in my account as well. And yeah, the most recent car I maxed out in this bunch is the Lamborghini Temerario. Of course, just from like a few days ago during the B95 support car pack opening stream. Yeah, so this is like the most recent out of the bunch. I will eventually upgrade it if I get more credits, of course, or if I have a valid reason to upgrade the car. For example, like all these two are now like the 2 lowest ranked cars in Elite B. and they will be kicked out soon. So when they get kicked out, I will upgrade the Temerario. Also, speaking of Elite V, the Ares Panther, it feels underwhelming. Like, it probably is not that slow when it comes to lap times, but when I try to drive it, it feels really slow. So I don't exactly want to go for this car. But then ultimately, like, I'm just thinking, because like, with these mayhem events, right? With these kind of mayhem events, if you go for like the main car, at least like until 5 stars, it's really worth, because like you get a shit ton of free blueprints in here. Of course, the currency is ass. That's just how mayhems are like. I mean, it's worse this time, but it's still kind of worth because of like the amount of blueprints that you can get. But then, again, what if there's something better in the upcoming seasons or upcoming update? That is why I'm just waiting for the next patch notes to arrive first before jumping onto the conclusion. Same goes for this, although this is like ending in 4 days. I thought like it got extended, but apparently it's not. But yeah, so again, I'm just gonna wait for the next patch notes to determine what to go for at this point. I'll probably not 4-star the 919 either, even though I do like the decal. Like, yeah, I do really like the decal, but do I really want to spend tokens just for a decal? Probably not. I can still live without having a decal on my car. But yeah, coming back to the garage over here, I think we're done with the V-Class stuff over here. If you guys want to like ask me about like some car, like how do I get it, or what's like some sort of story behind it, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, we're on to A-Class. It starts off a lot better. The first 5 cars in here are gold. Well, this is max, but not gold, because I didn't upgrade it yet. Again, all because of like the credits issue, and that this car is not really used much for me. And we have another like Lego car, which is like, again, another addition that came out after Unite. Speaking of things that happened after Unite, but this car is like so inaccurate right now. When it was released back in Asphalt 9, it actually had an electric engine, which is what it has in real life. It has an electric engine. And it also had perfect dash boost. But for whatever fucking reason, in Unite, this car suddenly has an internal combustion engine and has gears. Like, that is already like inaccurate and wrong. And then also the perfect dash boost got removed. So unfortunately, they don't seem to be fixing this either. So I guess it's just staying at this state forever at this point. From Unite till now, there was a lot of opportunities for me to get epics for some of these cars. For example, both the Corvette 01 and the Senna GTR, I goated it from the Evo special event, which did give like a ton of epics for the cars. I don't have to like wait for like some RNG kind of event or like some random like Legend Store slots, especially like for the Senna GTR, because I'm pretty sure like this car is in the Legend Store. So I did not have to wait for like any of that, and instead, thanks to like those Evo special events, I did manage to go both of these cars, and now they're pretty good Evo cars as well. Unfortunately, one of like the only Lego cars that I still do not have is the Lego Senna GTR, and that's because like I kind of got jebaited. I kind of got jebaited by like their wording, because like they said that the key for this car will be available in like the 3rd event it's featured in, right? But then apparently in the 2nd event, in the 2nd tour event for this car, there's a key at 5-star condition. But I was like, nah, like they said it's gonna be 3rd event, I'll just wait. I will not like 5-star this car just to get the key for it. And then suddenly the 3rd event came. It was not a tour, and instead it was the Lego Spotlight, and this key was behind real money, so I don't have the key for this car, unfortunately. On to the next sections. Now this is one thing that I do really regret, is that I didn't upgrade this car sooner. You may be wondering, but why? Why not? Let's be real here, why not? Why should I hinder my own progress because other people hate this car? Let's face the reality for the moment here. Vanda Electric Dendrobium, it's a really good car. It's a really good beginner car. that everyone should invest into. Like invest at least like the credits and also some time into like upgrading this car. Because like it is one of like the best beginner cars that you can have. And it's also like very accessible as well, because like it's like after Garage was 16 or like 17 in the Legend Store, right? I think. Yeah, Garage was 17. It's very early on. And I didn't upgrade this car because like I thought hating on Vanda was cool. It's not. I'm gonna be real. Hot take, but the people complaining about Vanda every single day are more annoying than Vanda spammers themselves. I'm sorry. But I do really regret not upgrading this car. And it's actually kind of fun. I'm gonna be real. It's actually kind of fun to drive something like this, which is like, it relies on like the precision. Like, it's such like, people don't understand that easy to drive cars doesn't mean that they're automatically boring and also just gives everyone like unfair advantage or whatever. There's still skill involved in driving these kind of cars. A lot of those Vanda spammers obviously will not know how to spam the shockwave for this car. Because like, what do I mean by like spamming shockwaves? Spamming shockwaves on ramps basically gets you like extra acceleration, extra like air acceleration. So you like reduce your lap time by quite a bit. And after like a bunch of ramps, they do add up, right? They do add up, leading you to get like a better time. And of course, when it comes to like pure precision, I'm obviously not the best at it. People are still faster than me, like in like precision tracks. So there's definitely skill involved, even when it comes to like these easy to drive cars. And the fact that I missed out on like years of having a good car to use, and I did also hinder my own gauntlet progress by not having this car. Like, it took me almost half a year to finally have a proper replacement for this car, that being the Evo SF90. Why is it not just the SF90 alone, even though like I did manage to get the SF90 just like 2 months after the Gauntlet comes out? That's because like it doesn't exactly replace Vanda completely. It still loses to Vanda in very specific situations in Gauntlet. And that this car is just like way more reliable in those like Gauntlet scenarios. Well, of course, like ever since SF90 got Evo, I don't need this car anymore, but I do regret not upgrading this car. That's probably like one of the biggest mistakes I did in the 7 years of playing this game. I will eventually upgrade this car one day though. Well, again, if I have the credits. Same goes to all the other cars that are not upgraded for now. I will upgrade them when either I have a valid reason to upgrade them. For example, they're being used in a competitive event where it's not free try and I actually need to upgrade the car. Or if I just have like a surplus 1 billion credits or something, which will never happen, by the way. But yeah, on to the next. Like I said, this is also in the Easter Spotlight. I did manage to 5-star the car in the second Easter Spotlight and almost 6-starred it. It's close, but not quite. And yeah, again, more cars with like more epics. Like these are special hunt cars. These 3 are like special hunt cars. And then later on, now, the GT2RS Club Sport, it only got featured once, I think. It only got featured once, and it was in the Sonic Spotlight. Unfortunately, because of how Spotlight back then works, and it also was only like 1 blueprint guaranteed, I could not manage to 6-star the car. And I was also expecting this car to make a reappearance in the Porsche Spotlight, but I guess I was too naive, and I did not know like how GameLoft actually like chooses the cars for the events, and it did not appear in the Porsche Spotlight either. So I still only have it at 5-star. I do hope that it will eventually have some sort of like event, or actually just give it a fucking special hunt. Like all these other cars in here, the SC18, the 935, the 07S. I mean, also, little fun fact, this car is actually named wrongly in this game. It's supposed to be named the 007 LMH, not the 007S. The 007S, if I remember correctly, is actually supposed to be a road legal version of the Glickenhaus 007. And this specific version right here, that is actually being raced in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's supposed to be the Glickenhaus 007 LMH. It's wrongly named in this game. Yeah, also another car that was gatekept for way too long, the Lamborghini SC18. Luckily, again, after years of waiting, it finally got a special hunt. I'm so glad that it did actually have some sort of event that was easy. That was pretty easy for me to do. It's like, I couldn't do car hunts, but I can do special hunts. And special hunts, of course, I did manage to finish the special hunt and go to the Lamborghini SC18. So it's pretty nice to have this car that I did miss out on in like the past 5 years or something. And yeah, also have a bunch of other cars that are 6 stars, but I didn't really have an opportunity to upgrade them again, mostly due to the lack of credits. Also, from Unite until now, I've gotten a lot more 6-star A-class cars. For example, one of the most recent is the Utopia Coupe from the Holland Spotlight. And also, I did manage to 6-star a bunch of other cars. For example, the M600 from the Holland Spotlight. Valhalla and then Imola was on like some sort of event. Forza P1, Countach was on like versus speed and stuff. Extra 9 had like a bunch of GP, so now it's at 5-star. This I maxed recently from the B95 support car packs. 499P also maxed, B95 also maxed. Again, from the same spending session. Silver Lightning is at 4-star after its own special event, and then the, I think it was Drive Syndicate 14. Yeah, Drive Syndicate 14. Now, you may have noticed something. What is this doing here? And why is it 6-star? Didn't you tell me? Like, Quan, didn't you just tell me in the title that you spent nothing onto this game? And it still holds true. I spent nothing onto this game. How did I get this car to 6-star, right? Like, if I have it like 1 to 2-star or maybe even 3-star, that's pretty natural. Because like I did have like a bunch of progress in that Drive Syndicate. But how do I have this car 6-star? Isn't it supposed to be pay to win or something? So, I got a gift from Gameloft during Drive Syndicate 13, which allowed me to basically complete the event. Well, almost complete the event. And thanks to that, I did manage to 6-star the car and also have all epics for it. But again, I don't have a reason to actually upgrade this car yet. Because again, it's not required in anywhere, and that I don't really have extra credits to just dump into the upgrades for it. So it's a 6-star car, yeah, and it's just staying there for now. Also, it does have fake negative acceleration. I would like to confirm that this does indeed have negative fake acceleration. The 83 acceleration curse still lives on. And yeah, I will talk about the 83 acceleration curse later on when we come to S-Class, with a bunch of those 83 acceleration cars that does not actually have 83 acceleration. This one also has negative fake acceleration, by the way. But yeah, that's all for the A-Class. A-Class is a lot more interesting because like there are more things for me to talk about, and especially some more extended lore about the garage that I have. Yeah, coming on to S-Class, the Centenario. That took me so long to actually go to Centenario. I go to that in the 20th anniversary spotlight, so I didn't have to like do anything in the Evo special event recently for it. And I just went there and tried to get Evo parts, and I kind of got some shitty parts. I ended up going with like a full piss build, because like all these other parts, I just couldn't really like have a good combination for them. So I just went, screw it. Full piss. Full piss. I mean, it does kind of okay, I guess. It does okay. And yeah, a lot of these other cars, the Authentica, I did max recently. I can also go this car. Again, I just don't have the reason to. Then over here, these cars had a few more events. The XJ220 STWR. I think I unlocked this from a GP after Unite. That's what I remember. That's what I remember, is that after Unite, this car actually got a GP. I didn't have this car before, right? Because I lost the GP for it. Well, not lost the GP. I didn't even play a GP for it back in the British Tour season because I wasn't really playing that season. Like another mistake in my journey of playing Asphalt, right? But I did manage to get this car, and I'm slowly getting more blueprints from it in the Legend Store. Because yes, in Garage Top 60, you do get this car as a trade coin car in the shop. The Envision 74. Now, 6 stars in here, free. Absolutely free. All because of the abundance of codes that were given out for the Envision 74 and the Ioniq 5N. So basically, whenever a code comes out, I only missed out on like a few of them. I got most of them, so that is why I have this car at max. Yeah, it's really interesting to think about how it's just literally free, and that I still do not have a reason to upgrade it, because like it's not required in any way after that. And even if it was not in any like comparative format, so it's just there. Yeah. Afterwards, like I said about the SF90 Stradale, I maxed it in the I think it was a Dragon Boat TOE back in 2025. Maxed it for relatively cheap, and then later on, just a few months later, it got Evo, and it was also pretty much the most broken Evo car in the game. No, not pretty much. It was the most broken Evo car in the game. Well, until they nerfed it. It's still pretty broken though, honestly. But for the current performance, I would argue that 4895 rank is actually fair for the car. Also, this section looks a lot better compared to before. Well, it's ruined by the fridge, by the cardboard box, but this section does look a lot better than before. But it's all these like 6-star cars in here, and the fact that I do have the variant unlocked now, and also Fenner at 6 stars, Valkyrie at 6 stars, of course, after the Evo event, and also Gold. And then here, this section is also pretty nice. Zambo TS1 GT Anniversary. I managed to go from 4 stars to 6 stars thanks to the car having a star hunt. It had a star hunt. And then the concept test, it went from locked before Unite to 6 stars after here. It's like it started as a multiplayer rewards car in the original list alongside the Venom F5, of course. And then it was one of the required cars in the moderator special event featuring the Koenigsegg CCF50, which I will talk about a little bit more when we actually get to the CCF50. And then it got an unleashed, and then it got, well, not got, it got, I mean, it is, you get what I mean. It got featured in the Icon of Volcano Spider special event, and that is where I maxed the car. Yeah, Batista, I maxed it out recently. I did buy a lot of blueprints for it in the Legend Store. Like, don't worry, I did not just waste like a shit ton of tokens without like spending a little bit on it first. But I did manage to max this car recently, again, from those B95 support pack openings. Yeah, the Nuran is going to be at 5 star. I only need 1 star left to max it. And here, Speedtail is finally gold after so long. Like, my Speedtail was at 5 star throughout the entirety of Asphalt 9, ever since that star got added. I kind of got scammed because like it was at 69 blueprints for so fucking long. And finally in Unite, I actually managed to max the car. And then it also appears relatively early in the Legend Store as well. So I did manage to just get the epics for the car and gold it. It's a really nice car to gold. Same goes to the I mean, this is already before the Unite, so I don't really want to talk about much. But yeah, it did have a lot more special events, not special events, special hunts ever since Unite released, and a lot more people have had the opportunity to max out this car. Now coming to like these three over here, the Faraday Future FF01, the Lamborghini Sian, and also the Ashlani Dracuma, which I still fucking hate, by the way. Why the fuck is this even a car? It's just a fucking block of fucking condensed depression. A fucking piece of shit. It's not even a real car. It doesn't even have real mirrors. It doesn't even have engine bay. But these are 6 stars because of the Yesco Absolute special events. Well, I did manage to grind the showroom for the Sion, and I did manage to 100% it. I'm not gonna like choose another event because like there's no more events for me to choose. That's literally the final one, and I do want to keep this UI forever. It just looks better this way, right? It just looks better to have a car in here instead of having it completely empty and then I still cannot do anything about it. But yeah, I did manage to actually grind out the showroom thanks to the VIP system that I will for sure make a video about in the future. It's like, again, I have a bunch of ideas in my head right now. I just didn't really have the time to actually start recording them. And don't worry, also, don't worry. the top 100 MP1 video will eventually come out. I just need the time to actually edit them. And also like the Ace Challenges videos from like a month ago and shit. Yeah. I just need the time for me to edit these videos, and then they will eventually come out. Yeah. Faraday Future FF01. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. If they actually still kept the road test as an active reoccurring event, I would probably be able to gold this car without an issue. But unfortunately, in Unite, they decided to basically just cancel the event, and they don't want it to like run and stuff, or for whatever reason. So in the end, I did have to spend tokens to max out this car for the absolute, of course. It was for a good cause. Same goes to this car that I'll probably never fucking use because I hate it. But yeah, Sharon basically got a comeback thanks to it being like the OG Evo car. This was the first Evo car in the game. Unfortunately, the light archetype got nerfed, and I still never got to actually experience the light archetype in the game. So that's a little bit of a bummer, because like I just don't have the parts for it. I do have an almost optimal build, but unfortunately I also do not have any engine part. And for now, I don't really want to get more. So it's just like this for the moment. Bailey Blade GT1. I managed to gold in the Stars and Stripes Spotlight. But before that, I did manage to get a decent amount of epics for it in the rerun special event at the start of Unite. Because it was part of a vote where people voted for cars that they wanted to have a rerun, and they voted for the Huayra R and the Bailey Blade GT1. So it was pretty cool to have both the Huayra R and the Bailey Blade GT1 gold now. So it's pretty nice. Devo was 5-star from the pack opening for the concept test. And then Sharon per sport, of course. Best spotlight ever. Don't really have to say much more about it. And the next car, the Koenigsegg Jesko. Koenigsegg Jesko, of course, like I did unlock it way before Unite, right? I unlocked it in 2023, but then I maxed it out in mid-2025, which was when Clash died, but we still had the time to spend the rest of our currency onto the cars, and that is where I just slowly spent my currency to just like save as much as possible later on for like the highest value that I can get. And I managed to finally max out the Koenigsegg Jesko. I was only 6 years late. I know DS1 is like in 2019. I was only 6 years late to having this card maxed, but you know, I'm still really happy about it. And the fact that it has gotten a little bit more like events recently, I did manage to get like a bunch of epics for the card. So I do really appreciate like those opportunities that do give out epics for something like this. I just need 4 more. Eventually I'll be able to gold it for sure. It's just a matter of time. It's not like if I'll gold it, it's just when I will gold it. Rymac Nivera Time Attack, pretty much like one of like the best special hunts that has ever happened in this game. It's a very versatile card. You can use it in Champion 1 MP1. You can use it in Gauntlet. Like I still use it in Gauntlet sometimes. Even with like all these other cards that I have, I still use it in Gauntlet sometimes. And yeah, it's just a really worthy card to get. Lycan Neon, also a very nice card to try. It's basically an Ultima RS put on crack. Like it's just better in all ways possible. Like don't let the handling number fool you. This thing actually drifts better than the Ultima RS, and every other stat is better. It's just a really, really nice card to try. Speaking of like progression after Unite, Rymac Nivera, a card that I missed out on for, again, way too fucking long. It was out in winter 2019, and I only unlocked the card in winter 2025, thanks to the Black Friday burst speed. It took way too fucking long to unlock it. I'm just glad that I did manage to finally get this card after all these years. I'm just really glad to have it. And by spending on those packs, I also have like this, which again I cannot really upgrade because of the lack of credits. I know that you guys are fucking sick of me saying that I lack credits at this point, but that's the truth. That I just don't have enough credits to upgrade like these cars over here. And yeah, all of these I got only after Unite. Right? This is also after Unite. Also after Unite. After Unite. After Unite. Every single thing in here I got was after Unite is out. Right? So, coming to the end of S-Class over here. One of like the more recent stuff that I got is the 2-Shek Eon E, which is basically like the free-to-play Bugatti Bolide because of like the similar stat distribution and also like the shit nitro. So it's pretty similar, right? And also the Deus Bayen and the Chimera, I maxed it out from the multi-packs thanks to like the multi-pack 2 protection system and stuff. Zemba Orator I maxed out during the 2024 Black Friday versus Speed. Venom F5 I managed to 5-star during the Stars and Stripes Spotlight last year, and this was my 250th card. It's such a good card to be my 250th. It makes everything else look just like my 300 card, of course, the 917 Living Legend, codename. However, it will never beat my 250 card being the Venom F5. And like I said, I will talk a little bit more about the CCF 50 special event. So at first, like the moderator special event wasn't really supposed to be for CCF 50. Like if you guys actually watched that video, I did talk about it, but I will talk about it again this time. That was an early version of the moderator special event, where the main card was actually the Koenigsegg Chimera. And eventually after revisions, I think it was Hehe that actually asked Motley if the moderator special event could actually use the CCF 50 as the main card. And somehow they said yes. And that is how like the mod special event came out to what it was. Of course, still massive thanks to Gameloft for even allowing us to do this sort of like event. And also again, thanks to the economy team for actually creating a stacked as fuck special event for once. Like, come on, again, 5,000 tokens for top 1%, that's insane. Also, a lot of blueprints. It's basically a mayhem in disguise. Basically a mayhem in disguise, and I'm just really happy that the project was a success. And now, well, of course, you guys are seeing 2 more cards. These are also from the same DS13 gift that I was talking about. Well, I mean, I can talk about them first before I go through the rest of the cards in here. So, the Bugatti Bolide. I mean, again, it's probably because I got this card for free, so I don't exactly appreciate it as much. Of course, I still appreciate it, right? I appreciate, like, everything I have in this garage. And also, like, again, thank you, Gameloft, for even giving me this gift. But people really overrate this card. People just really overrate this card. Like every single time I look into like some sort of like burst of speed discussion, and people just go like, "Oh, I want Bolide in burst of speed. Why is Bolide not in burst of speed? Yeah, this burst of speed sucks because there's no Bolide." It's pretty overrated. This car is pretty overrated because like from my experience driving it, it's not that great. Of course, it can still do good times, like for sure. It can still do good times. It's pretty fun to drive. But it's not as good as what people are making it out to be. I just don't exactly get the appeal of it that much. And I do drive this car often in like multiplayer and also like Gauntlet and stuff. So I do know how this car drives. I do kind of know how to drive this car. I say kind of because like of course I cannot like be someone like Scribbles who actually like knows how to drive almost all these cars. I of course still have a lot more practice to do, but I do feel that this car is very overrated. Of course it's still good, but it's very overrated. One car though that's underrated is the Koenigsegg Chimera. So the Koenigsegg Chimera, initially it went under fire, of course, also from me as well. It's because of like the acceleration. It's fake negative from 83 to like low 80 at best. But the thing is that it's actually good. It's actually like one of like the most reliable high-end S-Class cars that you can have. And the natural selection for this car is actually pretty decent as well. So it actually does do well in like certain tracks kind of combos and stuff. And the fact that this car has 66 raw handling. If people think, if you guys are one of those people that think that the handling stat is completely useless in S-Class, you are wrong. You are very wrong about that. The 66 handling stat does help a lot with this car. Because like it raw drifts really well, but then because of like the higher handling stat, it also helps with the floatiness of the car. There will be a video, like I will make a video about it eventually, right? Like again, I have so many fucking projects and that is on hold right now just because I don't have the time. But I will eventually make a video on it. And yeah, this is the car that, well, kind of got me to my first ever top 100 MP1. Of course, I could have just spammed the evil Sharon, but I wanted to give this car a chance. And after like trying to race this car, yeah, it is a good car. I have to admit it, it is a good car. It is very underrated. I mean, it's probably still, overall, it's still probably worse than Venom F5. But in the context of multiplayer, where you would want like consistent choices, this is definitely one of them. If you do have this car, congrats. But if you have it at max, of course, like 3-star Chimera is not gonna fucking do anything. I'm sorry. But yeah, those are my thoughts on like the cars I got, again, from a gift from Gameloft. I did not spend any real money onto this. I didn't spend any real money onto this. I still spent 0. These two, and also like the maxed out overall Agile, were gifts from Gameloft. Now, you may also be wondering, yeah, but does this actually help your account in like such a significant way for you to like get to this progress? No. So, granted, let's just say I don't have these two cars, right? I would be at 298 cars. What can I do in that situation? Well, I can literally just... you see this? I didn't do the Drive Syndicate yet. I can still get this car, so that's 299. There's the Ares Panther. That's easy to get. That's 300. There's also the DBS GC Zagato. I didn't even do the first stage of the Mayhem yet. That's 301. I can still get 300 cars. Now, what about Garage Level 60? I'm already like more than 1 million above that. So even if I don't have these two cars, so these two cars are like around 2 million garage value, right? I will only be like 700,000 away, which will take me like 2 weeks to get, and I will still be at garage level 60, 300 cars regardless. But yeah, other than like those two cars and the maxed out Zebra Aura Agile, everything else is from my own effort and time put into this game. And let's just start with the Devel 16. Devel 16. I never actually expected this car to be like free to play like in such an easy way like this. It's just there in the Gauntlet store, and it has served me pretty well in a lot of situations. I've started to use this car in multiplayer ever since I 5-starred it. It's been doing kind of fine, but I definitely want to gold this car, and then I will see like how well it can do in multiplayer. The next car, the QuanTheAznFrog Absolute. The car that I spent the most amount of tokens onto. Is it worth? Hell yeah. It's a great car. It's inconsistent, but it's a great car. I can't exactly complain too much about it. Even when it flips in the multiplayer and shit, and that's kind of just normal at this point. I usually don't expect any of these faster cars to be like stable. Which again is why also the QuanTheAznFrog Chimera is like very special, because like it's very reliable and it's also like very stable while still having a pretty good floaty drift capability as well. But yeah, Asphalt absolutely fucking goated. This is the best free-to-play car that you can get right now. I mean, not right now because like there's no event for it. But if you're a free-to-play player, this is basically like your max potential at the moment. This is the best free-to-play car. But what about this? Why do I have a Rush Imperium? Did I get gifted this one as well? No. This Rush Imperium was from the 20th anniversary Ace challenges back in August 2025. I did have to go through like a qualifiers round, and then I did have to go through the finals round, which again is in a video that I made and also a live stream that I have done also as well, like restreaming the event with permission, of course, and you could rewatch like my journey in there. And I did manage to win one of those final races, and I got the ultimate prize for the ace challenges, being either 1 key or 100 blueprints for any car in the game. Any, right? And naturally, I picked the 1-star Imperium, and this has genuinely carried my account so much. Like it has genuinely carried my account so much. It did so much in Gauntlet. It still did pretty well in multiplayer. This did get me to top 500 multiplayer. I'm not complaining anything about this car. Well, aside from the fact that it doesn't fucking exist in real life, of course. I think it's just a render for now. But it has really hard carried me. And yeah, well, what a car. No wonder it's so fucking spammed in multiplayer. Like, no wonder. It's fucking insane, bro. No wonder it's just so spammed in multiplayer. But yeah, that is it for the entirety of my garage. Like garage of 60 and up. And that is my 1,363,751 surplus above garage of 60. Now, this, of course, is not the end of the video yet. I still have some extra calculations and information. So yeah, I do have some more things that I do want to talk about. For example, the total garage value I had after 5 years is 53 million something numbers over here. How do I have this number? Don't forget, I was the one that made this whole ass fucking graphic. And I know how much garage value this is. Like, despite the number here that says like 34 million and stuff, this is just the surplus amount after garage level 18, right? That's just the surplus amount after that. And so the total amount that I had is 53 million, right? And now the total amount at the time of recording this, I actually, well, it's a slight mistake here, right? I did get 15,000 more garage value from unlocking the 917 Living Legend, right? So yeah, it was indeed an extra 15,000 garage value. And so I will actually have to recalculate this live on recording right now. So that's another 15,000, so that's 445. And here it goes from 924 to 939. And let me recalculate the percentage again. Okay, so it's not 89.57%, it's 89.59% of an improvement from July 15, 2024. So it took me around 2 years to get the same amount of progress that I had in my first 5 years of Asphalt. Fucking insane. And again, the amount of gold cars over here, I have 27 gold E-class cars, 31 gold C-class, 29 for B, 28 for A, and 18 for S, which is a total of 133 gold cars, which is 44.33% of my garage. And I only have 6 cars left to get from the Legend Store, which is the Rimac Concept 1 over here, the Bugatti Veyron, the Naran Hyper Coupe. For the credit stuff and for the trade coin stuff, there's the Peugeot 9X8, the Razor Tachyon Speed, and the Jaguar XJ220 STWR, which I will need 98 million credits and almost 2 million trade coins just left for me to be able to max every single car that the Legend Store offers. Well, unfortunately, I'm too lazy to look at my epic status right now, so here's my epics. I will just speedrun it for you guys to see like what's in here, because like, I'm so fucking lazy with like calculating how much I need to go the rest of my garage from, well, go the rest of like the Legend Store first. But yeah, those are my progress. Those are my progress in the past 7 years, well, not even 7 years, almost 7 years of playing Asphalt. 300 cars at garage level 60 without spending any real money. I am super happy with this progress, even though like people nowadays are progressing extremely quickly. I know people that have only been playing for more than 2 years and they're at 280 cars. But again, I am still very happy with this progress, and I for sure will still continue to play this game. So let's just see like how far I can get, like how much more I can get before there are like more garage levels and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video all the way until the end. Of course, I get that this is like more of like a pure yapping session rather than like something that's like funny to watch and stuff, but this is just for me to record a monumental milestone for my account progression. And yeah, let's just see what happens from now on, honestly, because like I'm pretty much in the end game now. My thought process when it comes to or like my approach when it comes to token spendings or events will obviously be different from players who are still in like the early stages of progression. Like, so let's just see how it will go from now on. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you again next time. See ya.